Hello everyone, this is Yvonne from yvonneceramics. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the essential tools that I use when I throw on the wheel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos each week. So as you can see, I am at my wheel right now, and this is a stand-up wheel. You don't need a stand-up wheel, you can just use a sit-down wheel, it's the same thing. So on my wheel, I have this thing. It's kind of like a chamois grippy cloth. It's called bat mate. So I usually put that on my wheel. And then I have a bat system. There are so many bat systems out there. This is just the one that I use. I think it's from North Star. And so this is the bat, and it comes with bat inserts. The reason why I use a bat system is so that I can keep throwing without having to clean up too much. So I would finish throwing, and then I'll just take out the insert and put a new insert in. So it's just faster for me that way. And then it just goes in like that. Like that. And the bat mate is between the wheel head and the bat insert system because it just provides more friction, so that the bat system doesn't move that much. So this is good and tight. And then right over here, I have my bucket of water and my yellow sponge. Right here, I have all my tools. I won't be using all the tools for throwing. I will most likely be using my needle tool, my wooden knife, maybe my rip, and I think that's it. Oh, and I also like my sponge on a stick. So let's say I have a really tall cylinder and I have trouble soaking the water on the bottom of the vessel, so then I would put this in my pot and soak up the water on the bottom. And then I also have my stamp. So I won't put my stamp on my pot until it's leather hard and after I have trimmed the pot. So let's get started and throw some clay on the wheel. Alright, so I have my clay on my wheel, so make sure I smack it down, wet my hands, and start throwing. Alright, so I have threw a cylinder with 3 poles. So right now, what I'm going to do is, because the rim is one side a little bit taller than the other, so I'm going to use a needle tool to cut off the rim. So I like to use a very thin needle tool. So I will go at very slow speed. That. So I cut off the top, so now I need to just wrang it out a little bit to make it smooth. Okay. And because if you see the bottom, there's a lot of clay here, so I'm going to use my wooden knife here and just clean up the bottom. Okay. And using my needle tool, okay, and then that's how I take out the bottom part. And then because there are lots of water and clay here, so I'm going to use my sponge now to just clean up a little bit here, so later on I don't have to clean up so much. And there's still a little bit clay there, so I'm going to use my wooden knife again to just clean up a little bit more. There. Pretty good, hey? And then because I can see that there's water at the bottom of this vessel, so I'm going to use my sponge on a stick to just clean off the bottom, to just sponge off the bottom water. You want to sponge off the water on the bottom because you want the vessel to dry evenly, so you don't want it to be super wet on the bottom. Okay, so that's good. And now because there are marks of pulling, I'm going to use a rib. I think I'm going to use a metal rib to just clean up the outside. Okay, so now this is good. I'm going to use my wire tool to wire off the pot. Okay, and then I'm going to use my wooden knife to just take it off from the bat. Just like that. So I'm going to just put it on the side and let it dry. Usually I'll let it dry for a day or so, and then I'll flip it over and trim the bottom. So that's how I throw. Not many tools. So let me know if you have any questions, or if there's other tools that you use for throwing. Comment below and let me know. Thank you everyone for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.